For the past 3 years before this NBA season, the Orlando Magic finished at or very near the bottom of the Eastern Conference. I mean, maybe one of those years they were tanking, but for the most part, they genuinely could not win basketball games. Fast forward to the present, and they just took the Cleveland Cavaliers to 7 games and nearly made the conference semifinals. That's tough, man. When we talk about young NBA teams with potentially scary good futures, the conversation has got to include the Orlando Magic, or else what are we really talking about? And then beyond that, it's time to consider where Paolo Banchero ranks among top young stars in this league. Man dropped 38 points in his first Game 7 ever. And listen, trust, even though I'm recording this right after the series ended, make no mistake, this video isn't finna just be a bunch of recency bias. I ain't here to proclaim Paolo Banchero was already a superstar or nothing crazy like that. But we gotta give credit where it's due, feel me? For years, Orlando was then mid, and they finally have found great results after years of having solid pieces and talent. And to make things even better, a lot of their core was drafted by them. Me personally, I love when teams are primarily built off players that were drafted rather than free agency signings. And when it comes to the Orlando Magic, most of their guys with the most impact fit this description. I mean, Paolo Banchero, but also players like Franz Wagner, Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony. Come on now, it's hard to hate on that. And yeah, in this video, we're going to discuss their season, what went wrong versus the Cavs, the rise of Paolo, and basically their future, really their bright future in general. So yeah, y'all go ahead and let me know in the comments, how do you feel about the Orlando Magic? Will they continue to make noise moving forward? Why or why not? And yeah, man, really quick before I go any further, what's up YouTube? Plug Speaks, back with another video. If you're new, first of all, welcome, go ahead and sub. Also like the video if you enjoy. I upload quality basketball content and we're on the ground for 5K, so I'd most definitely appreciate it. I appreciate every single sub. But back to the video. Alright, so me personally, if I was an Orlando Magic fan, one of the biggest reasons I know the sun gonna shine tomorrow, besides God of course, is because of one man. Paolo Banchero. You know, I really enjoy when #1 picks actually pan out to be who we thought they were. We've seen it with Paolo in this year's playoffs, we're seeing it with Ant versus the Nuggets, and it's just cool to see because the flip side of this is not so pretty. Go ask Anthony Bennett how fun it is being a disappointing #1 pick. The ridicule will be crazy, and many a time deservedly so. But that is not the case here because Paolo's career is off to a great trajectory. Bro is 21, just completed his second NBA season, and then his playoff debut, his first playoff series ever. The man finished averaging about 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists on fairly efficient shooting from the field and damn near 40% from 3. He shot even better from deep in the playoffs than he did in the regular season. Not many guys are able to do this, but you know, it's exactly what us fans be looking for and guys we consider to be stars when they bring their game to that next level. And that's something Paolo did for most of this series. Let's talk about it. He dropped a double-double of 38 points and 16 rebounds in a Game 7. Now, before y'all beat me to it, I know he wasn't very efficient. Them 38 points came off 10 for 28 shooting from the field, which averages out to be like 35%. However, if you were watching the game, you know it was really because of his second half. Because in that first half, man, what? He was hooping. He scored 24 points, shot 6 for 13 from the field, 2 for 4 from deep, and even during his mediocre second half, he was able to continue being effective by easily drawing fouls. Man shot 18 free throws, with most of them being real fouls. I'm not lying. He ain't even had to sell them too much. But yeah, you know, a big reason his second half was pretty mid was because the Cavaliers, they just upped their level of defense. They was not ready to be sent home, and they damn near neutralized Paolo completely. It just seemed as if a combination of great defense, you know, probably fatigue, and also questionable shot selection is really what ultimately hurt him. But still, considering the fact that 2 of his other starters, Franz Wagner and Jalen Suggs, shot under 20% from the field, I mean, they make Paolo damn near look like a saint. But anyway, that's enough of Paolo. Why did Orlando lose this game, and what makes them a scary good team, or potentially a scary good team in the future? I mean, it's pretty simple. As presently constructed, Orlando can do some things, and they showed that this season. They finished with a top 5 defense in the NBA. They've got 2 20-point per game scorers, and other quality pieces such as Cole Anthony, Joe Ingles, Markelle Fultz, and Mo Wagner. So, you know, that's great. However, amidst these solid pieces and the team's youth in general, many of their flaws can be seen. You see, in Game 7 versus the Cavs especially, I feel like their lack of experience in the postseason was primarily the reason they lost. Because you look at the Cavs team, right, and they may not have the most experience in the world, but regardless, they've got more than Orlando. Donovan Mitchell has been there, done this in their Western Conference, and it clearly shows in how the Cavs were able to come back so dominantly after being down 18 points at one point in the first half. Come on now, that's damn near 20. Now, I understand this is the NBA, no lead is safe, especially when you got players shooting threes more than they drink water, but I don't care. Whenever you're up 18 points in a basketball game, you have a very solid chance at winning that game if you just stay disciplined, don't turn the ball over, you know, the simple things. But not this time, because after closing the first half up 10, Orlando allowed themselves to be outscored 33-15 in the third quarter. I mean, they just could not stop the onslaught of scoring from the Cavs once they got going in the third, and the whole team was beating them, not just one guy. And I bring this up because, as we seen in Game 6, Donovan gonna do what he do. He dropped 50 and the Cavs lost. But when Donovan is hooping and the rest of the Cavs players are also contributing, it just creates an atmosphere where you cannot be making the mistakes that Magic made down the stretch. Sloppy turnovers, bad possessions in general. Like, I was watching the game and far too often, scoring was stalled because they got away from what they were doing. On one possession, they distributed the ball really well and got Joe Ingles a great look from 3, but he missed it. What happened in the following possessions? Folks started playing hero ball. Or then, even when they were attempting to distribute it, things were way too sloppy. Passing into players that weren't ready to catch the ball or just bad passes completely. Wendell Carter Jr. had a big one in the fourth. So yeah, overall, this lack of experience, it showed in crunch time. And honestly, I think this is good because I feel like those issues kind of solve themselves over time, like next year maybe. So that's pretty good. However, there's another issue Orlando should fix that doesn't just heal itself. And this is their three-point shooting ability. In the series, the team shot 30% from deep, down from 35% in the regular season, and it showed as they shot 10 for 31 as a team in Game 7. Come on now, I'm not saying they need to shoot like the Warriors or Boston, but come on now, acquiring some shooters in the offseason is definitely something this team could use, and who knows how much that minor change could lift their ceiling. You never know. But yeah, I'm fixing to wrap this video up. I know I ended the video kind of nitpicking this team, but make no mistake, I'm a believer. They're next up and I'm excited for their future. Orlando Magic fans have hope and they genuinely have a good team to root for now. That's what's up. But anyway, that's about it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about Orlando overall. You know I appreciate y'all watching as always. Make sure to like this up, share it, sub if new, all of that. I will see y'all in the next one, and I'm out.